What's your message to taxpayers and to the taxpayers that may have...
My message to taxpayers is it was an amazing time. We had 19 convictions. The community is safer. We made sure that we got the resolutions we want. If they're unhappy with sentencing, they should elect other judges.
And you also relied heavily on the RICO law that you had
and
too.
I'm going to continue to rely on it because it works, it's effective, and it tells jurors the full message.
But other people may say with the other people that it wasn't effective.
Other people weren't elected as a DA.
What?
Let's start off with the national conversation that's happening right now about rap lyrics, whether they should be allowed in courtrooms during cases and whether they should not be. We know New York is having this discussion, Fulton County is having this discussion, LA, so many courtrooms nationwide. What are your thoughts on that?
I don't believe that unless the lyric has a direct relation to the supposed crime on trial and there's evidence to support that, the fact that somebody has created words that are in a song or in a book or in a movie, they should not be judged by their work, performance, because that's storytelling. So the problem I really have with the lyrics from rap music throughout our country and right here in Fulton County is we don't do that with other types of entertainment or artistry. And that's really my problem, because to me, rap music has been birthed by the struggle of the inner city, poverty-stricken, oftentimes people of color. And why are we targeting that group rather than a writer who talks about a killing or drug dealing? Or how about the white songwriters?
Why does rap music oftentimes feel like it's on trial as a genre?
It seems like it's racist to me, because otherwise I have no idea. I don't know why other forms of violent lyrics in country music or in rock and roll, they don't seem to get this type of attention.
Hi everybody, welcome back to the AV to the 7th Power channel, where we talk about all things law, true crime, a little bit of debauchery. Listen, I'm super excited to be back here today to talk about one of the legacy cases that we've covered on this channel, and that is the YSL RICO case down from Fulton County, Georgia, really popular last year. Now, here's what's happening with that case. Brother to the channel and attorney that we are bringing on very soon, Brian Steele, has filed a motion to have Young Thug's sentence reduced. This is big news, as it's almost been about a year since Young Thug has been released from prison and has been out and about in the world. As a resident of the state of Georgia, he was placed on probation with vigorous stipulations that included many different things. However, Brian Steele is now coming back nearly a year later to reduce the sentence in general and mitigate what those stipulations look like. Young Thug has been thriving. He has been on tour. He has been doing shows. He is happy, doing his thing. Even, I believe, might be available to go back into Fulton County.
Count 57, 20 years remaining counts with which you are charged. I am going to impose a sentence. I've taken a little bit of the suggested special conditions from the defense and a little bit of the special conditions suggested by the prosecution. On count 1, the court sentence is 20 years to serve 5 years, commuted to time served, the balance of 15 years to be probated, and a $25,000 fine. On count 2, the sentence is 5 years to serve, commuted to time served. That's the minimum sentence that's permitted on that count. It is required to be run consecutively. I'm going to run it consecutive to count 1, but I am going to backload. Oh, I'm sorry. That is not commuted. That is 5 years to serve, and it's going to be run consecutively to count 1, backloaded, by which I mean after you serve your 15 years of probation, if you have been successful on that probation, and I sincerely hope that you are, then at the end of that 15 years, I will commute the entire rest of any service portion of your sentence to time served. So I'll get to the end of it and give you the total sentence. But I'm also going to impose a $15,000 fine with regard to that count. Count 57, 20 years to serve 5, commuted to time served. The balance of 15 years probated, concurrent with count 1. Count 58, 10 years to serve 5, commuted to time served. Balance probated, concurrent with count 1. 59, 5 years to serve, commuted to time served, concurrent with count 1. 60, 5 years to serve, commuted to time served, concurrent with count 1. Count 61, 5 years to serve, that is required to be also a consecutive sentence, so that's going to be run consecutively to count 56 and backloaded. Count 62, 10 years to serve, also required to be served consecutively. That's going to be consecutive to count 61, also backloaded. So essentially, the total sentence is 40 years to serve the first 5 years in prison, but commuted to the time that you have already served, followed by 15 years on probation, followed then by the backloaded 20 years, which can be served in custody and will be served in custody if you are not successful on your probation. If you are successful in completing your 15 years probation, that will be commuted to time served.
But let's take a look at the motion and see what's next. Okay, so this was filed a couple days ago in early July of 2025 in the Superior Court of Fulton County, State of Georgia. State of Georgia versus Jeffrey Williams. This is a motion to modify sentence. Comes now Jeffrey Williams by and through undersigned counsel and hereby files this motion to modify sentence in the above referenced case. In support of this motion, Mr. Williams shows as follows. That on or about October 31st of 2024, Mr. Williams was sentenced by this honorable court, and that means Miss Paige Whitaker as the presiding judge. Pursuant to OCGA section 1710(1)(f), a motion to modify a sentence is timely filed within 1 year of the date in which the sentence is imposed or within 120 days after the receipt by the sentencing court of the remitter upon affirmance or the conviction on direct appeal. So there's some case law there from 2020, and then we also have some case law there from 2024. It looks like Brian Steele is leaning more towards the 120 days after the receipt of the sentencing court because we are in July. He just got off of the Diddy case. Well, not off, still working it. So it looks like we are leaning more towards that 120-day mark as October 31st is a few months away. Mr. Williams respectfully requests that this honorable court modify his sentence. Wherefore, Mr. Williams respectfully requests a hearing on this motion, and at the conclusion of the same, asks this honorable court to grant the above requested relief and modify his sentence. Now, the second page of this is not quite available, but we know that Brian Steele has been busy. We pulled this just to bring you guys up to speed on what's happening. And what this means is that they're asking for a hearing. We did not hear from the other side of this. Will we hear from the office of Fonnie Willis, the district attorney of Fulton County, and the DA's office on what they recommend, what their rebuttal will look like? Once that's available, we will bring that to you guys. But in preparation of this potential hearing, we hope that it's televised. We will keep you guys up to speed on what's happening with Young Thug's case. Speaking of that, here is a flashback of last year when we covered it.
Collective opinion, Jeffrey would have been found not guilty of everything. So this is very painful. But that's another 3 months or so in custody. And he wants to go home to his family. And negotiations totally broke down with the district attorney's office. Horribly broke down. And at that point, we believe that justice would be found with the honorable court. And Jeffrey just wanted to go home. How agonizing it is to know that we've spent a year trying a case where the prosecutors have put on lies. Knowing lies, hiding evidence is insane in 2024 in the United States of America. And the only reason that this got revealed is because of you people. You people brought the truth to the community because nobody knows this. This is not the only courtroom it's happening in. And I just want to thank all of you. I especially want to thank Jeffrey for letting me represent him. I think he's a wonderful person who does wonderful things and will continue to do things even greater. I cannot express to you how Shaquille Kokomo, how Trisha Renard, how Haley, how my wife Colette, how Bram, how countless people, but especially Miss Courtney Edwards, has worked without sleep for 3 years representing Jeffrey and helping him. I will never be able to stand with anyone more ethical, honest, hardworking, insightful, intelligent, and kind than the Honorable Keith Adams. The gentleman to my left is the best lawyer in the country.
So there you have it. We are going to keep you guys up to date on what's going on. What do you think will happen with Young Thug ultimately? Is he going to get reduced probation? Or will Judge Whitaker get rid of this in totality? We don't know. What do you think? Let us know in the comment section below. I'm AV. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe for all things law, true crime, a little bit of debauchery. We're covering Donna Adelson, YNW Melly, a few other things on this channel. Looking forward to seeing you guys. Stay safe out there. See you in the next one. Bye.